Hi, my name is John Murray, and I teach English at the Pensacola High School International Baccalaureate Program. About 5 years ago, one of my students named William McMahon contracted a liver disease of some sort. We don't know where he got it, how he got it. It came out of nowhere. It was very distressing, to say the least. I knew William not only from the classroom, where he was an excellent student, but we also surfed together, sometimes before or after school. Tremendous guy. Really have a lot of respect for him. It turned out that his liver had failed and he was in really critical condition. Our class rallied behind him and tried to do everything we could to buoy his spirits. He was able to get a liver donated to him, and after the operation he came back and was recovering very well. Unfortunately, he died. It was a terrible tragedy, to say the least. Out of that tragedy, a new awareness has blossomed, at least at Pensacola High School, certainly for me. As a teacher, I'm speaking to you as teachers, I'm asking you to take time out of your day, out of your schedule, out of your 180 days that are already cut up and spoken for, I know, and to take a class period to raise awareness about organ donation. Professionals can come in and give their presentation, or they can send the material. It doesn't have to take an entire class period, but it does need to happen. The most shocking and I think terrible statistic that this presentation brought out for me was the fact that there were so many organs and tissues that were not being donated, either from fear or simply out of ignorance. I know I did not know that I needed to make a special request for this to happen. Please, again, take the time and invite one of the speakers to come to your class, or to at least preview or review this information with your students. It could make all the difference. In fact, it could save a life. Donate Life Florida launched a new online organ and donor registry to make it easier for Floridians to document their decision to become donors, and we need your help. First, there are a few things you should know about organ donation.
Did you know that there are more than 102,000 men, women, and children who are on the National Organ Transplant waiting list?
More than 3,500 are listed at transplant centers here in Florida.
That every 12 minutes, another name is added to the national waiting list.
And that every day, 19 of them will die while waiting.
In Florida, one person dies every 31 hours waiting for an organ transplant.
Why is it so important to learn about organ and tissue donation?
Because everyone who gets their driver's license in the state of Florida will be asked the question, do you want to be an organ and tissue donor?
That's a pretty serious question that requires some thought, and answers should be based on facts, not on myths and fear.
The bottom line is that donation is about saving lives, and that one donor could save or enhance the lives of more than 50 people. So how can we help you?
There are a variety of ways Donate Life Florida can help you present some of this basic information on organ and tissue donation, and hopefully dispel some of the myths about this life-saving procedure.
Donate Life Florida can send a speaker to your school or class to educate students about organ and tissue donation.
We can do this in the form of assembly or on a class-by-class basis.
Or you can do what we did at Chain Reaction and do a youth-led project for organ donation. I'm Kristen Fairchild. I'm the Executive Director of Chain Reaction, the local teen volunteer center in Pensacola, Florida. We have a little over 1,000 teens, and one of the components of our projects are youth-led initiatives. Youth-led projects are so important. It empowers teens to make a difference, to feel like they don't have to wait till they're 35 or 40 or 50. They can do something now, and it's great to see what it does for them. They gain self-esteem. It is great for their education. We all know that real-life experience is how you learn. It's not just about learning from textbooks. It shows them how to show up on time, when you give your word to see it through. timelines and objectives, it really can just make a huge impact on their education. When we empower our teenagers, when we give them the opportunity, it impacts their education and it can save lives. So I really hope that you consider doing a youth-led project in your community. And now I would like to introduce you to Mary Catherine Brummett so you can see the impact that it can really have on your students.
Hi, I'm Mary Catherine and I graduated with 1,600 volunteer hours. However, school was not the same for me. I did horrible in school, I didn't like doing school, and I didn't understand why I should do it. I ended up graduating with a 2.8, but I did get a scholarship because of my community service and because of all the work I did. I saw that it was important as well to get my education as it is to make changes in my community that I see that need to be changed.
So you have 4 choices.
Your first choice is to fill out a presentation request form and ask for a speaker to present to your classes.
Your second choice is to schedule an assembly and request a speaker from Donate Life Florida.
Your third choice would be to empower your students to do something. They can model it after the Chain Reaction program or develop their own event. It could last one day or even 1 week. A representative from Donate Life Florida would help you with planning, supplies, and implementation of the program.
Your final choice is to just do something. One person can make a tremendous impact. As teachers, you make such a difference in the lives of your students. Our hope is to inspire you so that you can inspire them to make a difference in society. If one person can save more than 50 lives, imagine the impact that can be made if more people understood organ and tissue donation and therefore joined the registry. Maybe if we all work together, no one else will have to die waiting for an organ. You really do have the power to save lives.